Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Janiches and welcome back to One Year 365. And today we'll discuss about Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game. This is actually part 2 of the Collectible Card Games mini series. Part 2 out of 7. So previously we talked about um, CCG in general, and today we will start discussing the game itself. And yes, the first one will be Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game because this is the first CCG that I know in my entire life. I know this since I was like 4 years old or 5 years old, pretty much. I was like super young back then to know this kind of game, pretty much. This kind of interesting because I really like Yu-Gi-Oh as well. The anime, the manga, it's really great actually. I feel like everyone's feeling the same as well when it's their childhood and they watch the thing. Um, so yeah, because of that, because of the anime or manga, then the card itself became popular since then as well. So there is that. I only have like 15 to 20 minutes, so let's just start discussing. I guess the first one will be Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game. It's a collectible card game developed and published by Konami. It is based on the fictional game of Duel Monsters created by manga artist Kazuki Takahashi, which appears in portion of the manga franchise Yu-Gi-Oh! And is the central plot device throughout its various anime adaptations and spin-off series. Okay, so it was the manga, yeah, it's the manga and then the anime and then the movie as well, I think. Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the back of an English language Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game card. Yeah, this is the back side, which is just like some kind of swirly thing, which is kind of cool actually. Because if you remember it, the way the monster used to appear in the dual disc is that there is some kind of swirly, like there is a portal that summons the monster. So it makes sense that the design looks like this. So yeah, also it's, by the way, the same design since back then until now. If you bought cards from back then, if you buy cards like today at this moment, the backside's the same. It's always like this. I don't think it's been changed whatsoever, which is kind of interesting. Um, Also, yes, even with the Yu-Gi-Oh, there are three types of card. Obviously, there are well, not really. I mean, there are multiple types of cards, but like all of them, like the spell cards, trap cards, monster cards, um, normal monsters, effect monsters, fusion monsters, ritual monsters, and then there is synchro monsters, axis monsters, link and pendulum monsters as well. Pretty much, those are different color. However, the backside is always like this. So there's that. Publishers Japan Konami 99 to present. US Upper Deck 2002 to 2008. Okay, and then Konami is from 2008 until present. That's actually interesting. Upper Deck, I actually have heard about that before. Oh, actually, oh, I feel like I remember. Um, okay, that's interesting. I think what I had was the upper deck cards actually, because I kind of remember the name upper deck. So yeah, I think I had that card though. I'm not sure. We'll see again. Um, Also we'll see why it's like this. Why the upper deck first and then Konami after that. Publication 1999, 23 years ago. Oh, I see. So previously we talked about MTG being the first one in 1993. I thought that the anime or the manga also came about that year for the Yugioh. Apparently not. Um, the game happened about I think 1995 actually, like the anime, the manga. However, maybe the actual card that got released was only since 1999. So yeah, at least there's that. 23 years ago, interesting. Players one versus one, but not really. You can also do two versus two actually. Three versus one can also happen. Um, well, there is some instance in the movie, in the anime or the movie, but I'm not sure though if it's the real life one. I kind of doubt. Um, but yeah, pretty much like it's like what is it like? It's not only one versus one, pretty much. Next, the trading card game was launched by Konami in 1999 in Japan and March 2002 in NA. It is named the top-selling trading card game in the world by Guinness World Record on July 7, 2009, having sold over 22 billion cards worldwide. As of March, Konami Digital Entertainment Co. Ltd. Japan sold 25.2 billion cards globally since 1999. As of January 2021, 35 billion cards grossed over 1 trillion yen. I think that's, oh, there is already this one over here, about 964 billion. Yes. So I think for easy, $1 is like 100 yen pretty much. So yeah, well, not really, but kinda somehow. Um, Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel, a faster and simplified version of the game, was launched worldwide in January 2019. Another faster-paced variation, Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, in 2020. I think I know about this as well. There is actually an anime about this, which is actually interesting because I have never seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel in online games just yet. Like usually it's just the standard Yu-Gi-Oh, the vanilla Yu-Gi-Oh. The speed tool is in Duel Links, which is called, yeah, speed tool. There is some skills that you can use um, if you are using certain character and stuff like that, and so on and so on. Gameplay, I think we already know probably. There is the field, yes, extra deck for all the fusion, and then there is synchro monsters, pendulum, and then, oh, actually no, pendulum I think is not extra deck. I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's like half monster, half spell. So it's because of its spell, so it's not possible that it's from extra deck. So yeah, there's that. There is so many types, I guess. Life points start at 8,000 or 4,000 pretty much, but in the anime, but that's just because it can take longer than that, like for the anime. So there's that. However, in real life, if you play only 4,000, I feel like it will end a little bit too soon. That's why there's this 8,000 life points, meaning that if you inflict damage to the opponents, it's not over just yet. And they can survive a little bit longer, and maybe in few turns they can counter you back. So there's that. So that there's no such thing as called, I don't know, like one turn kill or something like that. However, yes, I know. Um, I think the current theme of Yu-Gi-Oh is that the battle is kind of taking too long. That's why there's this, summon like gajillion, gajillion, gajillion amount of cards. Excuse me, I was pausing because um, I thought I heard something. Okay, never mind. It's still only 3 p.m. though, so yeah, I think I need to get something at about 4 p.m., but that's just for later anyway. So yeah, where was I again? Yeah, about the life points. About like today, it's kind of a little bit too fast. That's great actually, so that the tool doesn't actually take longer than, let's say, 5 minutes, because back then um you need to do certain amount of play, and sometimes you already out of your ace monsters, and what is it, however the opponent is still taking times in attacking you. Therefore, the game took a bit longer as well, and sometimes it can be as long as like 30 minutes or even more. So the reason the more booster packs that are introduced, that's just pretty much like not really booster pack in general, but more like the new cards, the new decks and stuff like that. They are designed to be faster, like faster play pretty much, so that if you really win, then you pretty much just win like immediately, so you don't really have to wait for a few turns. But that's pretty much it. mm, okay, yeah, this one life point. Okay, also there's actually what is it, there's actually condition, yeah, this one as well, special condition that can trigger automatic win or loss, which is interesting because it's kind of unique play as well. For instance, this one, the Exodia. Like literally, the first episode of the anime is Yuki winning using the Exodia, which is like the special condition, which is kind of interesting as well. So there's that. And then after that, there's Destiny Board, but I don't think we've seen that in the anime successfully winning using that. I don't think so. Um, yeah, I kind of doubt actually. These special conditions, I feel like it it's kind of used against the main characters. Therefore, the main characters are not really using it, and um, they're pretty much like, what is it like? They never lost against opponents that has this auto win like this pretty much. Well, except for Yugi himself in the first episode, and then there's also like the last turn. I think the last turn card, which is kind of interesting because those are like it's like a nightmare pretty much. That card is kind of nightmare. Like, what is that like? Um, how is it how is it possible that you just special summon any monster from your deck and then contest that with your opponent's deck? No, not actually. You use your monster and contest with the opponent's deck, pretty much. And what about the effect? Like, like the effect of the monsters. Like maybe they summon more monsters. Like, how will that be ruled? Pretty much. So it's kind of weird as well. So yeah, also there's some cards that cannot be destroyed by battle. So how would that do pretty much? It's kind of interesting. So yeah, there's that. That's probably I think that's like a banned banned card that will not be unbanned whatsoever, just because how weird the effect is pretty much. Also, you can just use that every time as well, which is kind of not fun. But there's that. Zones, yeah, this is just the field. There's main deck, extra deck, graveyard, main monster zones, extra monster zone. There is also banished card as well. Don't know why it's not here. Spell trap zones, yes. Field zone, yes. Um, Cards that are banished by card effects are placed outside of the game in a pile, which is kind of interesting because there is no banished zone or something like that. So yeah, there's that. Phases. Each player's turn contains 6 phases that take place in the following order. Okay, draw phase, standby phase, main phase one. Oh, draw phase is pretty much you draw a card. Standby phase is pretty much there's nothing there, but some effects will occur during standby phase. Um, the standby phase itself is not important. The important thing is that the effect of the card that activates before the main phase. Why is that like that? My theory is that so that something can happen before the player actually starts their main phase anyway. So yeah, it's more like interruption of phase, if you ask me. Then there's battle phase, which you attack. Oh, main phase first. Main phase one, you just pretty much summon stuff, set stuff, activate cards, stuff like that. In main phase one, if you want. And then battle phase, you attack, pretty much, or you cannot really attack if it's your first turn. Oh, and then after you attack, you can go to main phase 2 to do additional action as well, like setting cards, tributing, more special summon, etc. etc. And then end phase is just ending your turn. Again, sometimes there's cards that activates during this as well. So, if it's before your turn, it means it's a standby phase card effects. But if it's after your turn, then it's an end phase effect card effects as well. So there's that. um Card types, I think I already mentioned about this as well. There's normal, effect, ritual, fusion, synchro, exits, xyz or axis, and pendulum, link, interesting, and token. Okay, so token is not really more like, what is it like, um as the same as other extra deck, or like, let's say, fusion or link. Token is just token. It's like, yeah, literally token. There's not really any card for that, I don't think. Well, except for just token, like literally, if you have nothing, if you don't have card, then you can just use like dice, or a piece of paper like that, that you crumple up, and you can use that as token as well. So there's that. Yeah, spell card, trap card, normal one, quick play for spell, continuous for spell and trap, equip for spell. But there's also trap cards that act as equip as well. Field is a spell card essentially, but it's a field. And then after that, ritual. Yeah, ritual cards, interesting. Trap cards, dark pink, have to be set. Dark pink. I like how they mentioned the color as well. Have to be set on the player's field face down and can only be activated once after the turn they were set has passed, including the opponent's turn. However, there's also some card effects that actually allow you to play trap cards in the immediately from your hand, which is interesting as well. And there's this one, normal, continuous, counter as well. Format. Oh yeah, the upper deck. Let's see. Upper deck. And Shonen Jump have organized numerous tournament systems, or economy as well. Oh, I think I'm going to see what's happening there, with upper deck, product information, booster packs. Yeah, this is the money maker pretty much. Duelist packs, okay, promotional cards, and yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel, okay. Speed Duel is, yeah, this one. Um, it's pretty much like a quick play, pretty much like, yeah, this one. The main deck is 20 to 30. It's pretty much like dueling. Dueling is more like speed duel, but still the synchro exists, is still exists in that game actually. I might actually replay that game as well and maybe make video about that. I'm not sure. We'll see about the Yu-Gi-Oh series that I'm currently doing. Well, the thing is that at the time this video is recorded, I haven't actually released the entirety of the series as well. So, you guys are from the future, you tell me, right? But yeah, we'll see. If it's doing well, then I will go for Duel Links. If not, then I guess I'm just gonna move on to the next game as well. Yeah, life point is 4,000 instead of 8,000. This is okay. I guess that's the point of that anyway, so that it's speedy, so that it's fast or something like that. Then there is Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel. I think this is the, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 pretty much. It's the newest series, I think. Is there any newer one? I kinda doubt, but yeah. I'm not really familiar with this one, but it's interesting as well. Like, pretty much you can summon lots of monsters in one turn, and then you can only have a certain amount of card, and then the next turn you draw cards until you have certain amount of card as well. So it's not draw one every turn; it's more like draw until you have X every turn. So yeah. And then there is oh, this one, Konami Upper Deck lawsuit. 30 cards were distributed in territories outside of Asia by the Upper Deck Company. Oh, I see. So it's just for the Asia. I see. December 2008, Konami filed a lawsuit alleging that it had distributed inauthentic TCG cards made without Konami's authorization. Upper Deck also sued Konami alleging breach of contract and slander. A few months later, a federal court in Los Angeles issued an injunction preventing Upper Deck from acting as authorized distributor and requiring it to remove the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG from Upper Deck's website. In 2009, the court decided that Upper Deck was liable for counterfeiting Yugioh TCG cards, and it dismissed Upper Deck's countersuit against Konami. Oh, I see. Konami is now the manufacturer and distributor of the Yugioh TCG. It runs regional and national tournaments and continues to release new Yugioh TCG card products. Well, at least until now. For now, we're not sure what's gonna happen in the future, but at least for now, there's that. That'll be it for this one, Yu-Gi-Oh! What is it called? Trading card game. Yeah, TCG or CCG, kind of the same way. I do have some. Well, it's I did have some. It's gone now. The only one that I have is the starter deck that I bought in high school during 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012 or 2013 actually. I played with my best friend. So yeah, we played cards there. My cards was all about spellcaster, I think. The spell book one, that if you know the spell book deck. Yes, I actually played that one. Not complete deck as well, because like, well, as we all know, we can use multiple copies of card, but the starter deck only comes with a single, a copy of every card that's supposed to be there. So in theory, we need to buy like three starter decks, just to construct a deck that is reliable, pretty much, which is interesting. So yeah, there is that. Online, which is the dueling, I played that. And then there's also, I think there's already a game as well, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Mobile phone games that were popular in 2017. I purchased some packs as well, like the starter deck. However, the game discontinued. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because of server thing, like yeah. So they kind of shut down that as well. Just kind of sad because I already spent money on that. But yeah. And then there is also the master tool, I think. Yeah, the Yukio master tool, which pretty much are popular at this point. Like, it's literally the most popular one, which is interesting. I think it's like already a year or something by now. Yeah, it's like 1 year from now, which is interesting. So yeah, there's that. I kind of want to play Duel Masters myself. However, that's only available from PC, I think, or even if it's from mobile, I kind of doubt. It's not compatible in this phone that I'm using right now, so it's unfortunate. But if I have the chance to get like equipment in the future, then I will probably try like playing that in the PC as well. But yeah, that's just like, I don't know that when that will happen. Well, maybe like 5 years from now. I'm not sure at all. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, stay healthy. I will see you again tomorrow with another discussion in the CCG mini series part 3, and that will be tomorrow. Until then, see ya.